And we are on. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome to the very first episode of this series on my channel, where we're going to be debunking fitness myths, nutrition myths, and everything in between. So welcome on board. It's 2022, so we don't have room for second guessing, for guesswork here and there with your fitness and nutrition. You need to narrow down to the truth. You need to start training smart. There's no time to be wasted. Let's jump into the first topic, which deals with spot reduction. I feel like this is something which is solely marketed or mostly marketed to women. It's generally the concept that you can spot reduce one part of your body while leaving the other parts of your body untouched. For instance, and more specifically, things to do with the midsection area, your waist, right? Actually, when it comes to training, majority of the women who hit my DMs are always on this quest. They want to reduce their waist while still maintaining, you know, the broadness and the thickness in their hips. Everything else should remain intact, but I'm here to tell you that that is not possible. It is a myth. You cannot spot reduce body fat. If you're gonna lose body fat in your waist region, you're gonna have to lose full body fat, including the body fat in your thighs, in your bum, in your boobs, guys, in your arms. You cannot spot reduce body fat. If you're going to lower your body fat percentage, it's going to be your full body fat percentage. But I know what you're thinking. You're thinking probably, but you know, Michelle, people train their arms, people have leg day, you know, arm day, back day. Isn't that spot training? Yes, that is spot training, and you're training specifically the muscle. Let's say if you're training your arms, you're training your biceps and your triceps, and that's going to create a muscle stimulus. You are targeting the muscle tissue in that area. It doesn't mean that you're going to lose body fat only in your arms if you train your arms alone. You get me? You end up lowering your full body fat percentage. A 2013 study through a controlled clinical trial was carried out to investigate this spot reduction theory. 7 men and 4 women between the ages of 22 to 24 years old were trained with their non-dominant leg for 12 weeks straight, 3 exercises per week, specifically using the leg press machine. They really zoned down on doing a specific number of reps, which in this case was 960 to 1200 reps. If you factor in the theory of spot reduction, you'd think that the non-dominant leg, which was being trained, let's say the left leg, would lose more body fat compared to the right leg, which was not being trained during this specific time frame. So they concluded that the training regime was effective in reducing the fat mass, but this reduction was not achieved in the trained body segment. The reduction of body fat was seen in their full body, okay? Not just in that leg, but full body, from arms to back, to your core, to the legs. So ladies and gents, I don't know if this could be any clearer, but it's time to ditch the waist trainers, thigh fat burners. It's time to ditch the serum wraps. It's time to ditch the, you know, the creams, the spot reduction creams which you apply in your tummy and then it magically burns belly fat. Please, let's leave that alone. Same applies to wearing a sweat belt as you're doing your cardio. Just because you're sweating in that specific area doesn't mean that you're going to lose more body fat in that specific area after your workout. You're just sweating more, and sweat doesn't equate to fat mass being lost. It's just losing your water weight, if we're being very honest, right? That's why if you're wearing a sweat belt and you went to do your cardio and then you step on the scale after your cardio session, yes, there meant to be a decrease on the scale, maybe a couple of grams lost, but that is not body fat. It is just your water weight which has been lost through perspiration. So what exactly should be the way forward, especially when it comes to minimizing the body fat percentage in your midsection area? Because that is what I see most people, women and men, struggle with. Number one, it comes down to your nutrition. You have to be eating at a calorie deficit. You need to be consuming less energy than you are expending. Eating at a calorie deficit doesn't mean that you starve yourself. Eating at a calorie deficit doesn't also mean that you have to detox. And that's a video which is coming your way very soon, right? You can still eat your carbs, protein, and fats while still maintaining the calorie deficit. Other than eating at a calorie deficit, you need to be exercising, and And when it comes to your midsection area or your core, you don't necessarily have to be doing 1,000 crunches every single morning as soon as you wake up. You need to focus more on your compound movements. You need to focus more on strengthening all 3 layers of your core. Yes, your core is not just the rectus abdominis, but it extends all the way to your lower back, to your upper back even, and it consists of 3 layers. You need to strengthen the muscle, build the muscle, and that in turn will allow you to burn even more calories while you are at rest, while you're just chilling right now, like how you are when you're watching this video. You're burning calories. So that looks like strength training. Do your squats, do your front squats to be specific, do your deadlifts, do your carries, your farmer's walks. Get into training your core using compound movements. There's no problem if you still want to do your crunches and stuff. Make that more secondary and make the compound movements your primary source of training your core. And then lastly, just be patient. Be patient with the entire process. Understand that lowering your body fat percentage can take weeks, if not months, especially if you are a woman. The hormonal fluctuations which come in every single month can really throw off your entire process. So you have to just accept that, you know what, it's gonna take a bit longer than anticipated, but you're constantly putting in the work and you will get where you need to get to. Accept that spot reduction is a myth and that you probably wasted some money on that waist trainer and that, you know, thigh fat burner. It's okay though, because the thing about fitness and wellness is that it's a learning process. The learning is never ending. You just have to be open to it and don't keep a rigid mindset. The only way you'll move forward is if you keep on learning, if you are open to learning. Okay. So that is pretty much it, guys. Do not forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Share this video with a friend also and let them know that there ain't no such thing as spot reduction and that we're training smart in 2022. There's no more time to waste, okay? So I'll see you next week for the next episode. Bye-bye.